Hey, good morning. How are you? I am here just to file a crime report as one of the victims of said incident, and just want to see you can take it or if I can wait for a supervisor. Either way is fine by me.
Okay, what happened?
Oh, it's on June the 3rd of 2024. Location 4820 Fountain Avenue, so it's in the Northeast jurisdiction. There was a company by the name of Omega Structural Inc. One of their employees issued death threats to myself and another person, and I have the incident on camera as well as the name of the company, their address, and their contact info.
Okay, so what kind of death threats are we talking about?
Motion to slice neck.
How does that make you feel?
And they also assaulted when I was carrying a tent as I was walking on the public sidewalk. They grabbed the tent, pushed me while holding the tent, and committed assault. Same employee that motioned
So he assaulted your coworker?
the employee. I'm not affiliated with them. The employee of the company made the death threat. The same employee was also the one that assaulted me.
So who are you to that employee?
Nobody. I am not affiliated with them. I am just the victim.
Okay, so do you work there or
No, I just said I don't work there. I'm not affiliated with them.
and so no affiliation.
Correct.
You were able to freely leave. He doesn't know anything about you, right?
That I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just here to make sure that the crime report gets taken, and that a incident gets ID gets generated.
Yeah. So did he tell you this in person or the phone?
Physically, I was physically there present. So he assaulted me in person, and then shortly thereafter.
So what did he do to you?
I was walking on the public sidewalk, not blocking his egress. He came up and I was holding a tent in my hand. He grabbed the tent and pushed the tent and pushed me. Yeah, and then shortly thereafter was when he motioned to slice my neck off.
Okay. So for sure we'll take the report. Do you have ID?
Yes, I do.
What's the address this occurred at again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, 4820 Fountain Avenue here in LA. It's at the Church of Scientology. Approximate time about early in the morning, 7:30 a.m. on June the 3rd, 2024. Description of perpetrator is young man, maybe age 21 to 25, Latino, about 5'8", and tan in complexion.
How much do you think he weighed?
I would say about maybe 165 to 185.
Does he have any mustache, beard?
No distinguishing features, just black hair. He had on his construction shirt that had the company name, and I saw him also jump out of the company truck they had.
Okay. What's the color of that shirt?
It was the usual green / high vis color.
Like those highlighted?
Yeah.
It was like a vest or?
It was a shirt, but the color was the same color as like a high vis vest.
Okay, so that was was it yellow?
Yellow, yeah.
Was it a long sleeve?
Short.
Short. And what about his pants?
Say that again?
Oh, what about his pants?
Pants, it was jeans, blue jeans. Yeah.
Remember his shoes?
I believe they were, I don't know if they were steeled, but they were the regular brown colored crewman construction shoes. And then I've got the name of the company here.
Do you remember his eye color?
Brown.
You know his name by any chance?
No, unfortunately not.
So you don't remember his construction company?
I do. That I have information on.
Okay.
So the name of the business, Omega, it's spelled O, M like Mary, E like Echo, G, A. Omega Structural Incorporated, INC for short. I have their address as well as their other contact info whenever you're ready.
Just a moment.
No problem.
Okay, I'm ready.
So the address of this business is 2516 West Vernon, spelled V like Victor, E like Echo, R, N like November, O like Octagon, N like November. Again, that's 2516 West Vernon Avenue, Los Angeles, zip code 90008.
Do they have a phone number?
Yes, they have. I've got 3 here. The name of the owner of the business. His name is Marlon, spelled M like Mary, A-R, L like Lima, O like Octagon, N like November. Marlon Ricardo Leon, spelled L like Lima, E like Echo, O like Octagon, N like November. Perez, spelled P like Peter, O like Octagon, R, R, A like Alpha, S like Sam. And I'll read off the phone numbers when you're ready.
Ready.
First one they have listed is 213-550-5106.
Ready for the next one.
323-373-5964. And I've got the last one here.
Ready.
323-373-5864. I've got an email as well.
Sure.
It's the word info, I-N like Nancy, F-O, info, at omegastructuralinc.com. So it's just the full name of the business.com. Info at omegastructuralinc.com. Their website is the same, omegastructuralinc.com. And they have a general contractor license number as well. Let me know when you're ready, I'll read that out.
Say general contract license.
Correct.
Ready.
It is 998075.
Got it. So we said this happened 7:30 a.m. June 3rd, 2024, at 4820 Fountain Avenue at the Church of Scientology.
Yes, correct.
Um,
And then my name is Henry Marini.
right. This is right here.
Mhm. And if you want, I can send. Usually, what they've been doing is either via email, I'll get links to upload the clips, or I can just email them to you directly. So after the report gets generated, either way works.
So when the report gets generated, the detective will reach out to you, and then they'll be able to ask you for whatever surveillance that you have. Because I'm going to include that in the report.
Okay.
That you have pictures or
In
videos
video, yep.
and whatnot, and they'll Well, sure enough to request it because we'll be mentioning it.
Sounds good.
Is this your current address?
Unfortunately, too many times. At the station, you mean, yes. I've been doing a lot of the reporting and videotaping of the protesting that's happened, and just being a bystander, videotaping. I've gotten assaulted and all sorts of other crap. So we were here yesterday, actually, the CPAB meeting, and I also got swatted while I was reporting, and I had guns pointed at me. The other guy, you might know him, DOA or Scott Hochstetter. He's the one of the other streamers. He's gotten swatted over 24 times, and he's had guns pointed at him too. So
It seems like this swatting issue is.
well, yeah, I mean, that's why a lot of people have not been video streaming outside of areas like City Hall because it's fucking dangerous. Like, just nobody's really taken an interest apparently to it to put a stop on it. We know who the originator and the affiliates are, but nobody's going after it. So.
So can you just tell me the story again? That way I can.
Yep, and then I'll give you my email too. It's it's cult audit, C like Charlie, U like umbrella, L like Lima, T like Tango, cult audit at protonmail.com.
Proton Mail.
Yes, sir.
And your phone number? Okay. Then can you describe?
Yep. So a summary. At approximately 7 to 7:30 a.m. at 4820 Fountain Avenue, a construction company by the name of Omega Structural Inc. showed up to do construction. I asked if they had a permit. They presented no permit. LAPD was soon called by the Church of Scientology. I was approaching afterwards with a tent to set up on the easement. As I was walking with my tent, an employee of Omega Structural grabbed the tent and assaulted me. Shortly thereafter, after I placed the tent, one of the employees of Omega Structural Inc. threatened to slice my neck off, in addition to another protester by the name of DOA, aka Scott Hochstetter, who was standing maybe a foot or two away from me. And I have no affiliation with the company in any way. I'm not an employee, I've never done business with them, don't know any of their staffers.
Okay. And so what were you doing?
I was there to videotape the encampment.
What was that encampment?
That was out by the Church of Scientology.
Okay. What was that encampment for that you're doing?
Feeding homeless.
Okay.
We had grills set up, and throughout the day we made breakfast, lunch, and dinner for anybody that wanted to come grab food.
Okay. And that encampment is homeless, you said?
Feeding the homeless, yeah.
So was that encampment just out in front in the own lot of?
On the easement, yeah, on the public easement.
Okay.
It was just grills and water bottles.
Okay, so when they asked you if you had a permit, what was it that you said again?
So I saw that this company, Omega Structural Inc., arrived at 4820, and I saw that they were bringing in a cement truck. So I asked them if they had a permit for the construction.
You asked them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it was quite a large cement truck.
Okay. So yes, if they had a permit, and the suspect, he what was it that he said again?
So that's when the suspect became confrontational, and that's when the rest of the incidents I summarized earlier transpired.
He appeared aggressive towards you,
Yep. And then after the incident, they just left.
okay,
Yeah.
and then
They weren't able to do any of the construction. LAPD showed up shortly after, and they presented no permit because they had none, so they were ordered to leave by LAPD.
okay, and after he after you asked him for a permit, which words did he say exactly?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I have it on the live stream, but basically, he couldn't provide a permit. So I asked them for a permit. They were refusing to provide a permit, and that's when I kept asking for a permit.
And after they refused, what else happened?
Yep, so I just stepped away and was recording. They continued on with the construction, and that's when the two other pieces of the event occurred.
And that's when, so did he push you first, or did he do that at the end?
Assault first, and then death threat shortly thereafter.
So he just walks up to you and just pushes you? Where does he push you at?
He grabs the tent and pushes and grabs the tent, which then pushes me back.
Okay, so he uses the tent to push you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was holding onto the tent on one side. He went to grab the side that was closest to him, pushed that side, pushed me up.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was that? Property? Oh yeah. Go down to this hallway over here. And I think property should be on the right side.
I'll figure it out. You're yelling upstairs. I'll figure it out.
Should be that door right here. Okay. Down that hall somewhere.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So did you grab the tent and pushed you with it?
Yep.
Which side of your body was it?
So I was walking towards 4820. I was leading with the left as I had the tent. So he pushed, so I recoiled back this way. So I was walking this way with the tent, holding it like this.
So it was on the left side?
Yes.
What color was the tent?
I believe it was a blue-green
immediately after he pushed you with the tent, what was your response? What was your reaction?
I just told him he assaulted me and he was blocking my access to the sidewalk. I took a step back. After the assault, he then cleared away, removed himself from from my immediate vicinity, and that was the end of that altercation.
So you take a step back and say, "You assaulted me," and then is that when he does that?
No, it's actually about 10 or so minutes afterwards, 5-10 minutes or so afterwards.
And so after that, after you say you assaulted me, he goes back to doing whatever he's doing.
Yes.
And then 5 to 10 minutes later, at what point does he do that gesture?
It was right in front of 4820, and it was when another Scientology streamer was in front of a Scientology building, 4820. I was standing beside him, towards the back, filming him as he was filming the guy that had just assaulted me, and that's when he motioned to, like this, to slice the neck off.
So when he did that slitting your
Yep.
throat gesture, how did that make you feel?
I mean, it's one of the many times I've had my life threatened by people that are affiliated with Scientology. Like I said, I was swatted as well, completely separate incident, but it would begin a chain of a series of harassments of people that are affiliated in some way, shape, or form with Scientology, against making all sorts of threats towards me, and I'm not unique in that regard at all. Everybody I've known, and it's all very public, that's been a public critic, either for showing up and protesting outside buildings, or showing up to events like City Council and protesting Scientology. They have all been harassed and have had death threats made in one way, shape, or form. In fact, just yesterday, like I mentioned, Audit LA is one of the channel name handles. She is a disabled individual, and she has received all sorts of threats. I mentioned Scott Hochstetter, aka Defender of Ants, short for DOA on YouTube. He's received death threats, and he's also been swatted dozens of times. There's also been other folks who have been nationwide that have also been swatted while protesting outside of a Scientology building. And yeah, tons of reports. There was even, I was talking to Kevin Justin, I believe, your new captain here from Northeast, as of May of this year, where there was a child also that has been swatted in his private home, as well as when he's been outside of Scientology buildings, and he continues to be swatted to this day. And he's also, that same child, been sexually stalked by a child predator online, that there's already a RO against the predator. And like I said, it's a pattern. I'm not unique in it, but it's yet another piece. I'm just here to do my part, to file the report so that there is a paper trail. And yeah, I'm not unique in that regard.
So, you felt like your life was threatened,
Yes,
therefore you were in fear for your life, right?
absolutely.
And did you believe that he would carry out that threat?
Yeah.
Considering that he had pushed you?
Yeah, absolutely. He was there with quite a number of other a large number of his coworkers. There was at least about 4 other employees of his present with him.
Since they didn't intercede or anything, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And did his coworkers do anything either? Say anything?
No, not at all. They were just in the background watching.
Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. That way I could generate your incident and a case number, okay?
Appreciate it.
Yeah.